both of those topics. Thank you for your insight. We move on now as Syria says it will not take part in planned meetings with the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces in Paris. This coming from a government source who told the state news agency, casting doubt on the integration deal signed in March. The SDF, which fought alongside the US against Islamic State, agreed to join Syria's institutions and merge with Damascus after 14 years of civil war. However, Damascus wants SDF forces to join individually, while the SDF insists in joining as a bloc. The Syrian government rejected a Kurdish forum calling for a review of the constitutional declaration, accusing the group of hosting separatists and opposing the March agreement. Damascus said it would not attend the Paris meetings and blamed the SDF for risks, including sanctions and foreign intervention. Recent clashes between the SDF and government forces have further strained relations. Well, I am joined by my colleague, anchor and correspondent Thomas Porteous, who is live in the NewsX World newsroom to provide some more context for us on this. Thomas, what do you have?
Yes, well, of course, as you've mentioned, this March integration deal is and remains very, very fragile. Now, the Syrian state television has said that it won't join the SDF for further talks to integrate in Paris. As you've said, also the government's alleges the SDF's recent forum, which was held in the northeast of Syria, violated the March integration deal that was signed after the fall of Bashar al-Assad. They have framed it as a breach of this agreement. Officials from the Syrian government has branded it as an attempt to revive the era of the former regime. This obviously indicates deep mistrust between the two parties here. I just want to give you a bit of background what that March deal, which is still holding, however, allegations continue to fly both sides. This deal, which was put forward by the new Syrian government led by Ahmed al-Shara and the Kurdish-led SDF, it said that the SDF would be fully integrated into Syrian state institutions. Now, it hasn't been like this in 14 years, as you previously said, and there was a huge civil war in Syria due to the separation of regions there. The control of key infrastructure like airports, oil fields, and border crossings would be returned to the state, and that region that the SDF does control, it was signed in March that the government and the SDF would work together, and they would establish infrastructure, airports, crossings, logistical things, etc. And they would be returned to the state under al-Shara's government. In return for that, the Kurdish SDF want cultural and political rights to be formally recognized. So this signed back in March seems fragile, and it certainly isn't a step in the right direction for full integration, the Syrian government not turning up to these talks in Paris. But we will, of course, bring you all the updates from the ongoing situation in Syria and beyond when we get them.
Yes, thank you ever so much, Thomas, for that insight.